Thanks for staying with us. Time now for Media Watch, for which I'm joined by James Creedon. Hi, James.
Good evening, Georgia.
So tonight we're taking a look at the language skills of France's presidential candidate, aren't we?
Or lack thereof, right? When it comes to English, in any case. Rue 89, left-leaning website. This was their top story for some of the afternoon. Let's have a look at the headline: L'anglais et nos présidents. English and our presidents. Les grands moments de solitude, or I suppose big moments of failure, really, in terms of their attempts with the language of Shakespeare. Now, they point out that in terms of protocol, French presidents are obviously required to speak French in public, so you don't really hear their level of English at summits or in front of the media. But behind closed doors, I suppose on the fringes or on the sidelines of summits, it is of course useful to speak English. It is a language that more heads of state use nowadays to communicate amongst one another than any other language, including French. So let's take a look at a video that has circulated quite a bit over the last few years of Nicolas Sarkozy. This is in the 1990s, so he has improved since then, I hasten to add. Well, I'm pretty sure he has in any case, but let's just say he wasn't too hot sometime in the mid-90s at this particular meeting. Let's take a listen.
You are welcome to invest in France. We will be happy to help you make money in France, and of course, to make some money with you, for us.
Ah, je suis pas sûr qu'ils aient tout compris.
So,
is it wrong with me to find that really sweet?
No, I think it's just
probably exactly how I sound when I try and speak French, so I'm not judging.
A mirror image, right? So we have Frins, Monet, and Epi. Let's just say, he'd be getting somewhere around the 4 to 5 out of 10 mark in a language class. But as I say, that was the mid-90s. He's had language classes since 1995. Carla Bruni, his ex-wife Cecilia, they were both very good at English and used to interpret for him at various different functions. So, let's just say, as Rue 89 says, his English has been deemed by certain journalists to be disastrous. That's the word they use. But in any case, he might be reassured by the fact that not all of the others are great themselves. Let's take a listen to François Bayrou. He's a centrist candidate. This was a few days ago on CNN.
A lot of French people say, when you told us that it was a very great danger of debt and deficits, you were right. So we come with you to win.
It's not too bad.
To be honest, I don't think that. I mean, there was a few little falterings on pronunciation there, but he had the grammar in the right place.
The B in debt is silent. We should inform him of that. But he's understandable. He's getting there. And let's take a listen finally to François Hollande, who was in London in the month of February. He went over to London and, of course, had to speak some English when he got out the other end of the Eurotunnel. So let's take a listen to his efforts at English.
Real change.
Now.
Vous savez comment on dit en anglais?
Everywhere.
Change.
Change and
No.
change. Très bel anglais, madame. Vraiment très bel. My English is good.
So you might have heard at the end there, but he was congratulating himself. He said, I speak very good English. But Rue 89 actually are a little bit more restrained. They're saying that his English is less catastrophic than Sarkozy's, and that he would have perhaps less need for interpreters. So there you go, a little look at their standards of English. I suppose, it's a language that needs to be mastered now for diplomatic circles, so we'll I suppose, see. But the thing is, it's not really going to affect any of their electoral chances anyway.
Maybe in the election year when, all the pressure's on, now's the time they're going to be doing some last-minute brushing up on their language skills.
Absolutely. Parlez-vous anglais?
Well, brilliant. Thanks very much, James Creedon, there with that Media Watch roundup.